Go. Good morning, Eric Arnold here in the wee hours of the morning in the Sports Barn primary studio. It is probably about 4:30 on Saturday, April 10th, and we're here to bring you your MLB picks for this full card of baseball action on Saturday. I think we got, 8 picks? 8 picks? Let's say 8 picks. If it turns out it's 7, well, then I counted wrong. So we actually won Friday night, believe it or not. A good night for us. 2 wins, 0 losses. Hooray. So good. Let me bring up my notes here. Congratulations to Joe Musgrove of the San Diego Padres, latest escapee from Pittsburgh. Now his career will probably flourish. Now he's out of the Pirates organization. So he threw a no-hitter. Apparently the first one a Padre has ever thrown. It's, I don't know, it seems strange to me, in that Padres have been in the league since 1969, 1970, and never thrown a no-hitter until now. So, well, who knows? Next thing you know, they might win a World Series, something crazy like that. So, good for Joe Musgrove. Salute to him. Well, let's get to it. So I can get this on the internet and ultimately get to bed. Old business. 2-0, like I said. Our picks were, our top pick was Indians, laying a pretty hefty price there against the Tigers, but Zach Plesac pretty much held the fort as he was able to keep the Tigers at bay all night, and a relatively easy winner for the Indians there. I think they won, 4-1. And then the Reds squeaked by late night out in Arizona, piling up a 5-0 lead and then blowing it before, sneaking past in extras with a clutch 2-out hit by some guy who I was half asleep at that point, and I don't even know who got the winning hit. He was a left-handed kid. I remember that. I remember this. I don't know we can continue to play the Reds as long as they insist on putting Joey Votto in the middle of their lineup. That guy is just terrible. His bat is so slow, and just they drop him in the middle of the lineup every freaking game. One of the key sequences where the Reds did score some runs, he had the bases loaded, and he's got a 2-0 count, or was it 3-0? I think it was a 3-0 count on him. The guy throws a strike. Joey can't help himself. He's swinging 3-0, hits a routine grounder to second, which should have been a double play to end the inning, and the second baseman screws it up, and then the Reds were able to score some runs. So we got some luck there. That should have been an inning-ending double play, courtesy of Mr. Votto. And then in extras, he pops up on a 2-0 count. We got, a guy on first, or the guy on, I can't remember sequence, but I just remember he popped up on a 2-0 count, and he's, Mr. Intensity. So he's going to try to break his bat over his head, but he's too weak, so he can't do it. He's like, and he can't do it. So he gives up. And then he just throws the bat. Now he looks really stupid. It's like, if you're going to go for the Bo Jackson snap the bat over the head thing, well, then you better execute it. Don't even go there if you're not going to go all the way and snap the bat. So we subscriber X and I, he's my Reds fan. He and I see Votto the same way. This guy's just, there's a reason the Reds have historically been one of the worst teams to bet on in the majors. over the past, 15 years, which spans just about Joey Votto's career. So go figure. Anyway, Reds, despite Joey Votto, win the game. So that put us at 2-0. All right, well, let's get to it. Let's get up. I don't have the big EO meter calculated. I don't know. It's just, it's getting late or it's getting early. I'm not sure which. And I thought we're just going to skip. We'll do it, probably not every show, but we'll do it often enough to, keep you abreast of our activity. We're still pretty significantly below 500. We've had a couple decent outings here this week recently, but we're still below 500. But Saturday we've got, just seemingly a lot of good games, and I'm hoping, back to old business. Our good friend, you sure about that? He's putting his picks in the comment section. So, if you find my picks repulsive or horrible or whatever you want to call them, hey, check his out. And he went 2-0. It was a 4-0 day for the Eric Arnold Sports Barn channel. So, hey, how about that? He had, I think, Tampa, correctly picking Tampa to continue to dominate the Yankees. And then he also had San Francisco with Johnny Cueto, the modern day Louis Tiant. So good for you sure about that. Looking forward to seeing what he's going to come up with today. But here's what I've got today. All right, we're going to follow up what you sure about that had there with the Rays and Yankees, and we're going to go right back with the Rays. Just had some notes here. There we are. Yeah, I just don't think the Yankees are that scary without Judge in the lineup. No Judge. Is Urshela going to play? They said he had a reaction to the vaccination. Well, I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I think some of the side effects to the vaccination are low-grade fever, body aches, but then other people have had their skin fall off or died. So if he's in the latter category, I don't think he's going to play today, if he's near death. I guess we would have heard about that if he was near death. Anyway, we're getting, a team that I think at the moment has shown itself to be the equal of the Yankees, and we're at home, and we're getting paid to play them at plus 107. I think you got to look at the Rays there. Now, all these games, my normal stratification of these games, at least in college basketball, was I've got no confidence in any of them. They all were just $1 or $1 bill or one whatever plays. But now here in baseball, my model, I think, is a little more clear for baseball, and I think we're getting a clearer regular season, a more normal regular season. The only things that I could think could be different are the players are still being treated differently after hours, and I think that will have an effect at some point. In that when you're on the road, you're still imprisoned in your hotel room. But as we said, Gio Urshela at least got the vaccination, so I'm assuming he ain't the only one. So as the league gets vaccinated, I would expect the game to start to revert more and more back to complete normal, I hope. Anyway, Rays, that's 2. That's our second most favorite type of pick. The Royals, the White Sox, we're going to take the White Sox. Again, I think this is a relatively cheap price, We think the White Sox are better than the Royals. We're at home, and it's only 137. The White Sox, since 2014, 2015, they have a really pretty good record against left-handed pitching. So, I assume that's Abreu, their big right-handed thumper in the middle of the lineup. I assume he hits lefties pretty well. So, and that's that new superhero they have, Mercedes, or I don't think that's how he pronounces it, but we're pronouncing it that way for now. He's right-handed, so I think they've got some right-handed thumpers in there to counter the lefty. So we like the White Sox at 137. If you're asking me why are you taking the Mariners again, and why is that a top pick? All I can tell you is the model likes this kind of stuff. It's identified a trend there where these big underdogs on the road against these really good favorites. Just the good favorites sometimes coast. They just coast in these situations, and that's what we're hoping for here. Clearly, they did not coast the last time this happened because we lost 10-2. But we'll come right back with it. It's too good of a trend just to say, we lost once, forget it. So we're coming back with it, coming back with the Mariners at plus 165, seeing if we can't make our day with a big underdog. Brewers, they're going to get one in St. Louis. They're too good. The teams are too closely matched to have the Brewers get swept. So I think the Brewers are a play you got to look at here. Plus, we got hurt in the previous game where we had the Brewers and lost. We got hurt because they didn't throw their best bullpen guys. They should be fully available. We're hoping that we're going to, see at least 3 innings of their best bullpen guys, which should get us pretty close to the winner's circle, we're hoping. So we got the Brewers plus 102. The Giants, they seem to be on a roll at the moment. They seem to be feeling good about themselves. They had a nice outing. Like I said, the modern day Louis Tiant, Johnny Cueto, he got a nice win for him tonight, almost through a complete game. And I just kind of think that we always like to play against the Rockies on the road. If we can find any kind of spot to take a shot at the Rockies outside of Denver, I just think that the game is so different between Denver and the rest of the world that the Rockies struggle outside, unless, maybe you're talking about some place like Phoenix, which is somewhat similar, I would think, to Denver. But San Francisco, totally different. I mean, the air is totally different. So that's always been my theory, is that try to get the Rockies outside of Denver. So that's what we're going to try here. We'll take the Giants. We'll lay the big price and hope that we're right. Top play here with the Indians again. We had only two dollar bills on the game tonight and got it done. Now we're going to take a shot at 3. I mean, to me, a 3 thing is, we figure there's a 55, 56, 57% chance that we're going to, it's hard. It's not apples and apples, when you're dealing with the money line. In other words, I'm going to win 57% of the time. Yeah, but if I'm playing like minus 200 teams, that's pretty bad. That's not good. So it's hard to translate it there, but we think there's good value with this game. I just think the Indians are better than the Tigers. I still think they're a good 10 to 20 games better than the Tigers. I figure the Tigers are good for, let's just say, 70 wins, and I think the Indians are easily an 85-win team. With their pitching, yeah, even though, they don't hit a whole lot. Well, right now they got Franmil Reyes in the middle of the lineup. He seems to be swinging pretty well. He's their Serrano. He's the Serrano. So Serrano for Major League. You've seen, Voodoo, hats good for bats. That's Serrano. We're going to make Franmil Reyes our Serrano. So we'll take the Indians. The Cubs, we like the Cubs. Zach Davies, he's one of these sneaky starters who's doesn't strike a lot of people out. He's not that exciting. He just keeps you in the game and you win. And that's all we need. I don't care how we win. We just need to win. I think the Pirates are a special kind of bad. I think that the big boppers for the Cubs are swinging the bats pretty well. With any luck, that some of the other fill-in guys around them will maybe join the party, and the Cubs could maybe have a nice breakout 7, 8, 9 run game for us and get an easy win. But we'll take a shot again against the Pirates. The Pirates could be a special kind of bad this year. So, the prices you're seeing now might be a bargain when you look at the Pirates, say, in June. But we're going to come back with the Red Sox. We got a nice win with them on Thursday as a top play. Same idea, basically, as Thursday. Red Sox are getting some vengeance for the early season up in Boston where they got embarrassed. Garrett Richards, he had a terrible outing last time out against the Orioles. We think he's going to be better than he was last weekend. And the Red Sox seem to be just playing well at the moment. And whatever was going on that first weekend, it seems to be in the past. So we'll go ahead and we'll just play the momentum with the Red Sox. So, your top plays. Your top plays are the Mariners, Brewers, Indians, and Cubs. That's our top plays, and then the rest. So that's what we got there. Not sure what else is happening here on this Friday going into Saturday. Well, it's so early in the baseball season, it's hard to really, no one's really out of it yet. So, well, that's all I got for you. So, thanks for joining us. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what we gave you there. We're trying to get you volume. We're trying to get you consistent picks, at least consistently get you picks. The next trick is to get consistently good picks that we are still working on in year 2 of our 10-year project. So, Rome wasn't built in a day. And great, thanks. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you later. Good luck. Let's have a good weekend.